r/unpopular opinion.
Okay.
I've not read this one. This is a first time reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Employees that fully work from home are becoming the quote weird homeschool kids of the adult world. I know so many statistics about working from home too. Okay, this is you.
This is great, actually.
Asshole,
Then.
you fucker.
I'm not an asshole.
I know it's not. I'm projecting to this person is the asshole. Yeah. 146 people. Jesus. People who work from home full time are becoming increasingly socially awkward and inept. It's like they're slowly reverting to a state of social isolation, similar to what we often see with homeschooled kids. I'm not a licensed therapist, but can you imagine if that was in there?
I'm just a fucking guy.
I'm just a small town.
I'm just a small town folksy guy. Okay.
It is especially pronounced in newer employees that were remote for a significant portion of their education. Just as homeschooled children can miss out on the valuable social interactions and experience that come with traditional schooling, like getting bullied every day, remote workers. I added that in.
Editorializing.
Remote workers are missing out on the in-person connections that foster strong social skills. You have the wrong problem here. Sure, there's an obvious benefit to remote work, like flexibility in avoiding a commute, but the constant lack of in-person interaction is taking a toll. People are losing their ability to read social cues, have casual conversations, and navigate office politics. Things we all love doing. It's not about... so fucking... Oh my god. This is fucking stupid. It's not just about the lack of water cooler chats. Seems like it's just about the lack of water cooler chats.
Yeah.
It's about the diminished opportunities to develop essential soft skills that are crucial for success in both professional and personal life. I'm not arguing that everyone needs to be back in the office, but people that work remote need to make sure they are finding ways to prioritize social well-being. See, okay, fuck this guy for a second, because if that was the point you were trying to make, you didn't need to be a dick about it.
Well, I have a problem with this because it's like you started out with an opinion and then you extrapolated like a world philosophy that everyone has to follow.
Yeah, which is like also an opinion that like is okay, because here's your actual
evidence-based.
Yeah, here's your actual problems, right? You want to talk to people more.
Are you done? Or
that's it. That's the end of it.
Okay, great. Can I have my phone
Yeah,
back?
sorry. I'm just reading your phone.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
This isn't my screensaver. No, yeah. Why is my pin not working?
Yeah.
No, fucking, okay, so if I'm not mistaken, the benefits are more than just you don't have to drive and you stay at home. I think it's like double digits percentage of like increased efficiency.
Oh, really?
From working from home compared to going to an office.
Makes sense.
Because we all hate the fucking office. Like, this is, we all know this. That's why they made a whole fucking show about it. Like,
well, it's like some people like it. I think that is actually the point of the office, is that they all like each other by the end of it.
No, yeah. And I think you should have the option at least between working from home or going into an office. Like, I think that's the best way to go forward in this. Kind of like, now that we know that, like, oh, we don't really need to go in to get work done. I mean, I have a computer at home, computers here, you know.
I found it interesting. When I was in school, I took like some sort of like intro to business class, and there are these two modes of thought of managers, where one is essentially employees inherently want to work. Is how you build your managing philosophy.
And the other one's that they don't want to work.
And they need to be incentivized to work.
Yeah.
Or
forced and punished to work. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's kind of the basis of like you could have a quote unquote good manager that only really incentivizes you to work, but the basis of their thought process is that you're lazy and you don't want to work. And they're still a bad manager just because they give you like a candy every 2 hours.
Yeah, they still think you're lazy.
They still think you're lazy as fuck, and they're still like punitively like micromanaging you, and that's usually how that goes. Or versus like a manager that's like, wait, why aren't you doing any work? What's going on?
Yeah,
is there something wrong? And because I know you inherently want to work, but you're having a problem.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And I think I kind of ascribe to that because I definitely want to work. I just hated every job up until this one, right?
Yeah.
But like...
And I know it's not reality. I know a lot of managers, they have a tough job.
No, for sure. Yeah. And like it's the system that we really should be critiquing. But that's my thing is that... So here's the actual complaints that we should be making right now.
Right.
If this is in America, because I assume it's in America...
Because we're American.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also the way that we're talking about it, like the commuting, like the when I think of commuting, I think of like, okay, so we're driving, so let's knock that out. Like
walking is a commute.
That is true. Yeah, but like I will say though, like I feel like okay, well yeah. That's true. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But there's a couple things that you could actually point to as being things we need to figure out, like the lack of third places, like a place that isn't work or home.
Mm.
And I think also too as people, I'm not sure if this is true or not, but like they're less likely, like as the younger generation gets older, they're less likely to drink, I think, like something like that.
Oh wow.
So they're less likely to go to bars. Like that's the reason why we have like, you know, like alcoholless bars now, you know, like an alcohol-free bar.
Yeah, like a mocktail.
Yeah, you know, shit like that, you know, because we still need a place that is like we can hang out and chill and meet new people, you know. And I think when we talk about the isolation, we decide to focus on, because the thing is, like, you're still technically communicating with someone if you're working from home, unless you were at my job where it was a faceless entity that was controlling every second of my life.
George Soros.
Yes, yeah, that's what. Yeah,
that's who it was.
No, it was fucking Zuckerberg, that asshole. But I didn't work for Facebook. I was an independent contractor that worked for a company that worked with Facebook. So it's
let's all calm down.
Let's all calm down here. Like, because you're still technically like, if you're gonna bitch about people not having soft skills, right? Like, it's not necessarily that we were all cooped up for a good reason. Remember, for a good it's that there is, if you want to point it like, you know, like maybe having a phone on you at all times is bad, which isn't even necessarily true because teens still communicate with each other just through phone.
Well, my thing is like
it's a complicated thing, and I feel like reducing it to just if you work from home, you're a fucking degenerate. Like that's
you're just awkward.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
But also, as more people correctly get diagnosed with like having autism or having ADHD,
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, like. That's why it pisses me off, I think. It's because like you're like
it is
like this close.
I
you're
know.
like that close to like being correct, and you just took a left turn.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on.
Yeah,
dick.
bro. Like it's also like disabled people exist, also people with pre-existing conditions exist, people that can't go outside because they don't want to get COVID exist.
Yeah.
I highly doubt that your company is being actually COVID safe.
Yeah.
I highly doubt you have like COVID pay still. Or ever even had it, honestly.
Yeah, because probably you didn't. Let's be honest here.
Just to insult people's social ability is just inherently cruel.
Yeah, like where's your soft skills, motherfucker?
In the context of, it's obviously not. Like you don't have shit. What are you talking about? Why would we want to talk to your ass? Yeah,
you don't seem like pleasant right now, currently, in this moment at least. Yeah. And like I don't know. If we're gonna fucking believe in capitalism even for a second, like there's no reason to go into an office. You're saving money if you just have people work. You're saving money on rent, you're saving money on equipment, electricity. It's basically you're just gonna work the people working from home if they can make a little office space.
If you're if you're a huge fucking company, honestly, even a small company, like if we were to hire somebody, it'd be remote.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It'd be nice to have them around, but I don't need them to come into our house.
Yeah, or like the idea of like if we wanted to get like an office to like make a studio space, hey, that's a huge investment. Let's start there.
Yeah.
But like that is definitely like even then, like you don't have to necessarily come in. Like it's
even then I wouldn't want you to be there, honestly. If you can be more comfortable and make your office like a nice workplace or whatever, and then if you your production isn't as good, we'll work it out. You know, we'll figure out what the problem is.
And I think too, that's another thing too, is I think people underestimate the power of A, being at home, but B, not necessarily having to conform to cubicle norms, if that makes sense. Like having to dress up for work or like having to just shit like that.
There's so much shit too that can happen with that. Like sexual harassment happens in the workplace often.
And remote work isn't a be-all, end-all solution to these.
But like, you know, saying that someone's hair is unprofessional and really just they're black and they're wearing their hair in the way that they want to wear their hair.
Yeah, and it's like...
And we have different standards for black people's hair versus white people's hair. Or just minorities' hair instead of, you know...
Yeah.
Or just like, you know, there's the whole, which I've dealt with too, that blouse is inappropriate when it's the exact same size. It's the exact same blouse that would be on a skinny person, then it would be appropriate. But because I'm fat and I have bigger tits, it's gonna push the blouse out a little bit, and you're gonna see a gap. There's physically no blouse, no size I could wear where there isn't a gap.
Yeah.
That is a button-up shirt, but I have to wear one to the office, and every day you're gonna flag me? For real?
That's not awesome, actually. Just for you to take phone calls? Like,
yeah, fuck you, man. I'm not even, especially if it's not customer-facing. It's just over the damn phone.
And, like, I think, like, I do kind of think that, like, and I do this for me personally, like, I do dress up. Like, I'm wearing pants right now, obviously. Like, I'm not in just pajamas. And when I edit, I think it's better for me to be wearing something that isn't pajamas to get me mentally in the
I don't do that.
But that's that's like a me thing, right? But like, I think you should be able to like
do whatever makes you the most comfortable.
Yeah,
at
exactly.
Your job.
Because if you're also more comfortable, aren't you gonna enjoy your job more? Are you less likely to like quit or like not do? You're gonna be more likely to do work, And
I think the people that would call this mentality naive are missing that. I honestly think you're naive in that you think.
I literally said earlier that they've shown that efficiency went up.
Yes. You're not listening to data, but also if you think like, no, they're just going to take advantage of you. If you think like that, they're always going to take advantage of you, Jan.
Yeah.
There will always be people that take advantage. It doesn't matter how strict the shit is. They're always going to do it. You cannot stop them from taking advantage of you. The only way that you could stop them from taking advantage of you is finding out and firing them.
Yeah. Pretty much,
And then hiring people that want to do the job, actually.
Yeah. And I think, like, and I don't think, like, going completely remote for some people. Like, I think there is a Goldilocks zone for some people where, like, I thought
I was going fucking crazy going remote. Like, I loved it because I was not getting COVID every 2 minutes.
That is true. Yeah.
Or wasn't around people getting COVID, and then people being like, oh yeah, this entire section of the call center's gone home for 2 weeks without pay because they got COVID.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy. Jesus.
And it wasn't like a constant stress. There was a constant stress in a different realm where there was a part of my house that was work. Yeah. I was always thinking about work, and I had to figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
There are other things to do.
There's growing pains, yeah.
Also, the thing that was in the comments was, they have friends outside of fucking work.
Yeah.
Not everyone makes all their friends at fucking work.
Yeah.
Shut up.
That's what I'm talking about, like, third places as well. Is because, like, there are other places you can go to.
They're getting their social... And also, weird homeschool shaming.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even really believe I don't believe in that either.
They also have friends outside of school.
I'm gonna say that
you were homeschooled. That's why I brought
for
this
like
up.
2 years, and I think people are gonna hear that and be like, "Oh, that's why you're autistic." Like,
no, you just were autistic, and that's why you were homeschooled. Yeah, like, they bullied you into being homeschooled. I
don't know if I'm autistic. That's like more of a self-diagnosis, but like they're gonna be like, "Oh, that's why you have ADHD. That's why you can't focus. You're at a computer all day."
No, you're born with ADHD. Yeah. Shut the fuck up. Why is this like ableism sneaking into our language?
Yeah,
I know like Trump is president. I don't know why everybody thinks that's like a ticket to turn around and dehumanize everyone they've ever met. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah. Weird. Yeah. Also, yeah. Homeschool kids can still, like, that's the thing, too. Like, these people are obviously going to say that and then, like, not be like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have single family housing and, like, actually we should have a park nearby. They're going to be like, no, suburbs are awesome. Driving is awesome. I don't care if you have to walk 20 minutes to go to one strip mall and that's the only place you can hang out.
A walkable city literally killed my dad with a knife last night.
And I watched as it burned down my house.
Yeah, it told me you will walk. You're gonna walk.
There is someone on TikTok that they use like an AI voice, and like I kind of don't know how I feel about it. And I think it's Cities by Diana is their name, and they did like they used the Hawk Tuah girl's voice to be like, you should walk to your local public transportation, because even though
I feel like they could do that in a better, just do an impression.
Just do an impression, yeah. But fucking, it's really funny seeing, but like, all right, these liberal fucking walkable cities.
Yeah, goddamn.
Like, come on. Nah, I want 20 lanes of highway. Dude, there's like someone in the Orlando subreddit. I think this is what I was going to talk to you about earlier. There's someone in the Orlando subreddit. They just had like, they took a red eye and they like took a video of like Orlando outside of their plane.
Mm-hmm.
A, I couldn't find fucking shit. It was at night. But also B, the amount of it that was just like fucking road. Sad.
Yeah, we really got fucked by the highway.
Yeah, and like
industry.
seeing
The
I-4
tolling
express
industry.
lanes were disgusting.
Yeah, now you're never gonna take them, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't really want to take them anymore anyway because it's like not fucking worth it.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah.
Solved it.
Solved it.